What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Foundations of Excellence in Mathematics. And before we start this video, I just want to say a little announcement. Yeah, so I haven't been posting a lot of Fem content for a while, and it's been 3 weeks since I posted my last episode. But don't worry, I will post more Fem content in the coming years. So, let's get on with today's video. So, folks, how are we going to solve the problems in this episode? Today, we are talking about equations with variables on both sides. This is talking about variables that have two or more of each on both sides. So, how are we going to solve these problems today? Will we be able to tie them in the real world? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find that out in today's episode of FemCore!
Whenever you're struggling in the hands of math, let them know you will release your wrath. Prove them wrong and show that you are strong. That is how you will move along. They gave you numbers, hoping you fall, but you rose up, solving them all. Don't have this to prove, you shattered the wall. Now fam stands proud, answering the call. Fam is here, face your fears. No more tears, just shift the gears. Push the limit, break the mold. Truth and logic, brave and bold. Fam is here, strike through doubt. Raise your voice and let it shout. Let them hear your rebel cheer. Fam is here! Fam is here. They're trying to box you in a grade. Told you that you never make the grade, but you burned the rules unafraid. With every graph and line you made, they said stay silent, follow rules, but you rerun the game, broke all their tools. Fem is a forge, you are the flame. This isn't math, this is your name. This isn't just math, this isn't just math, this isn't just math, this isn't just math. This is your name. Let the numbers dance in the light. Each solution is spark in the night. You're not alone, you're part of a team. Fem is the fire that fuels your dream. Fem is here, rise and shine. Let your brilliance realign. Turn confusion into might. Darkest problems into light. Fem is here, sound the bell. Crack their system, break the shell. You're the future, bright and clear. Fem is here. Now they know. Now they see. This was never just about math. This was about freedom. This was about you from the dawn of FemCore.
That was FemCore, Fem's intro. You can check it out in my channel description. Go to my channel, click on shorts, or you can just search it up. Woo! Because if you search up official Fem organization on YouTube, go to FemCore, it's right there.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, it is also on YouTube Music if you want to go check that out as well. Anyway, let's solve 4 of these problems and tie them to the real world, because that's Fem's mission. First things first, let's take a screenshot of this, because we'll want to write, of course, with our handy-dandy mighty-fighty pencil. Okay, first problem. 7 plus 8m is equal to 6m plus 3m. Alright, so let's just say that you are grinding on YouTube, just like me. So, you're grinding on YouTube, this is you. And, you're grinding, you're doing pretty good. You're trying to get, them subscribers. But, unfortunately, you lost 7 subs overnight.
Oh, no!
But you gain 8 subs per video. On TikTok, you gain 6 subscribers per video and 3 subscribers per video. Now, if you don't solve this, you'll keep grinding on the wrong platform, wasting hours editing when you could have doubled your growth. Your future career momentum stalls. So if you don't answer this problem correct, this could be the death to your content. But anyway, let's go ahead and solve this problem. In order to solve problems with variables on both sides, we have to combine like terms. Like terms are when you take two terms with the same variable. These both have an m. Similarly, it's like 2 plus 2. You know, they have the same variable. In this case, none. So they would just be 4. Now, we're including the m, right? Because we don't add any additional variables unless it was multiplication. So 6m plus 3m. So if we take 6 plus 3, what would that be equal to? 9. And now all we have to do is just add an m. So it's 9m on the one side. Good. Now we can solve. If you saw on my last video, you know we have to subtract 8m on both sides.
Yes!
So we have 9m minus 8m is equal to m. And we can imagine it like this. 6m plus 3m, right? So basically both of those videos combined to get 9m, your subscribers. And since we're subtracting our YouTube's followers from here to convert them over to here, we have -7.
Nice.
So that means it would be -7. So what this essentially means is that since we have this, we want to use TikTok for our main platform. Because if we used YouTube, we would have went down. But good thing we solved it. So yes, 7 is the answer to this first problem. Give yourself a gold star. Okay, problem 2. Let's go. We have -5b minus 6b equals 1 plus b minus 1 plus 7b. So, let's just say your budget is stretched. You spend $5 on books, that's this one, and $6 on snacks. Your friend's money cancels out. You earn tutoring from those statistics. Now, if you don't balance this, you'll think you're making money tutoring, but in reality, you're losing it to dumb habits. And by senior year, you'll be broke when you need money for AP exams. Or even a math book. You would want to be rich, right? So let's solve this problem nice and swifty easy.
Let's go!
First things first, we need to combine our books and our snacks. So that would be -11b. And we just noticed that 1 and -1 cancel out. So that's his friend's money. And it also earns tutoring as well. So we have b and 7b. That is 8b. And now, here's a little nifty trick. When we just have like terms, we know that anything times 0 is equal to 0. Now, let me prove to you why that's true. We have -11 times 0. So, in order to solve this, we have to do -11 times 0. Because if we actually understand how multiplication works, it's repetitive addition, right? So, we have -11 times 2. So, -11 minus -11. 2 times. Now, let's just say we were doing that 1 time. -11 times 1. So, that would just be -11 and nothing else. So, only 1 -11. Now, -11 times 0, well, there's no -11. And, yeah, there's just nothing, you know. There's no -11, no other numbers, no nothing. So, what is the number we use for nothing? 0. So, that's why that works. Same thing for any number. There's no 8 if it's 8 times 0. There's no 15 if it's 15 times 0. And, yeah, that's basically the proven statement. So, anyway, if we divide from both sides, like, let's just say we do
Well, no, it doesn't even work. B is equal to 0. So that means that 0 is the money. Which how much? So that means you don't gain or lose any money. But hey, you didn't lose money either. So that's good. Because let's just say you put a number that's more than 1. Well, then it would be negative 11 equals 8. Which would have weighed out the negative. Which means you would have dropped a lot. But that's why we know that for Fem. Give yourself a gold star. Pretty sweet, huh? Let's keep going. Okay. Next problem. So, okay. Let's just say you're in $30 debt. But you earn $2 a day. A friend offers, I'll match what you save if you stop spending $1 and invest in a side hustle that makes $5. If you don't solve this, you'll never know if you're taking your friend's deal gets you out of debt faster. If you choose wrong, you dig deeper into debt and lose future investment power. We don't want that to happen, right? No. We got this. Let's go. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and distribute through here. Because remember, in our last video, we talked about how negative 7 times negative 1 plus negative 7 times 5x is the same. So 7 times 1 is 7. And negative 7 times negative 1, but it would have been 7 regardless. Negative 7 minus 5 plus 5x is negative 35x. We equal that with this, and since we have no more like terms, we're just going to solve. So we want to get our answer. So we're going to move a variable on one side and a non-variable. We're going to move one coefficient to one side, and we're going to move one term to the other. Because this is a term, this is a coefficient. A term is a variable and a constant. A coefficient and a variable, and a coefficient is just a number. So let's move. I prefer positive, so let's move the 35 to the 2x. So we gotta do 2x plus 35. That equals 37x. So that means that that's on that side, 37x. And now we have to add 30 to 7. So 7 plus 30, because remember, we're trying to cancel this out. So to cancel out, we take that same number. 7 plus 30 is 37. So 37x equals to 37. Hey, would you look at that? Both of these are the same. So that means if it's the same, then x must be equal to 1. So that means that it is every 1 day, because it's 2 a day for x, so it's every 1 day. So essentially, let's just say you answered a different number, 5. If you did negative 30 plus 2 times 5 is 10 is equal to negative 7, negative 1 times 5 times 5 is 25, well, then you would have went kind of overboard with your budget. You would have taken 24, negative 7 times 24 is equal to, that's a huge number. Let me go ahead and calculate this real fast, and it is negative 420 minus 48 is 168, which is a lot more than negative 20. So, like, it would have been better if you went this way. So, yeah, if you picked a number more than 1, you would have made a downfall. But, hey, we did it, and that's what's beneficial in Fem. Give yourself a gold star! Woohoo! Okay, only one problem left to go. Let's do this. And then after this, we're going to do a little mini game. We're going to do some mini games. This one's going to be pretty fun, so stick around because you don't want to miss it. Let's go. Our final problem for today, 2v plus 14 is equal to negative 7, parentheses, v minus 2. So let's just say you're on a road trip, you know, you got your little car, you know, honk honk, beep beep, yep. So you got your little car, like, you know, you're driving around. So you drive
2v plus 14 miles, that's a gas, plus a free card. But breakdown costs you -7 v minus 2 miles worth of delays. If you don't solve this, you risk missing your destination entirely. Imagine showing up hours late to a competition, or worse, not even qualifying because you miscalculated. You know, this could even be the International Math Olympiad. So, if you even want a chance at the Math Olympiad, you're gonna want to know how to solve this. So, let's get to it, right? Sir. Maybe I need to, oh, there we go. Okay, so, that was weird. Okay, so anyway, let's solve this problem. So, let's take our -7 and distribute through v and -2. And I'll let you do this one this time, so go ahead and try to solve it. Alright, so, assuming you pause the video, we have -7v plus 14. So, we equal that with 2v plus 14. Now, since we have two 14s on each side, can't we just cancel that out? Let me prove to you why that's true. Because if 1 and 1 are the same, we don't need to prove that two numbers are the same thing, because they are the same thing. We literally don't need to prove it. Because, like, I mean, what's the point? It's like saying that 0 is equal to 0. And if 0 is nothing, then it's just nothing. And it's the same thing. So the 14s cancel out. We are left with -7v equal to 2v. And like we proved from this problem over here, we have two v's on both sides. So v must be equal to 0. Now, let's just say you got a different answer. How about something like 2? Like v is equal to 2. So you would do 2 times v is 4. Plus 14 is 18 is equal to -7, parentheses, 2 minus 2. So if we plug that all in, wait, why the heck? Okay, yeah, that's right. So it would be 18 is equal to 0. So this is incorrect. Which means that since you got that wrong, in which we didn't get it wrong, we would have had to had a catastrophe happening amongst us. Because 0 gives you a little like you're wasting too much gas. So you run out of gas, you still have 18 miles to go, and let's be honest, do you really have a bike in the back of your trunk? But let's just say it was like 15 minutes. But who cares? Okay, that is all. If you don't want to play the minigame, that is all for today. So we will see you next time. But if you do want to play the minigame, we're going to be playing Red Light, Green Light from Squid Game. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to solve these next 3 problems. And you will be playing the classic game of Red Light, Green Light from Squid Game. So, what's an appropriate time to give? I'm going to give you guys just a standard time, 5 minutes. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a 5-minute timer alongside the other problems, and we're just going to go from there. So, go ahead and solve. I want you to solve 50, 52, and 54. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Green light. Red light. 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 Green light.
Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light.